Hi. All right. Hi, everyone. I'm going to get my presentation up. Okay. Is it working? There we go. Okay. So this is Library 101, Resources and Information for Lifelong Learning. And just wanted to start out just with an introduction to Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh by highlighting our mission, our vision, and our core services. Our mission is, and this has actually been updated in the past year, it is to foster literacy, enable exploration, and create connections with all our neighbors. Our vision has also been updated, and now it is a strong, inclusive community with the library at its heart that nurtures individual and collective achievement, access to knowledge, and a sense of joy and belonging. And our core services here at the library are collections, people, programs, and spaces. We have a whole lot of neighborhood locations at Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh. It's one library system with 20 locations and, you know, just endless ways that you can use the library. Every location has, its own unique personality, but we all offer the same core services. We are part of the Allegheny County Library Association, which is a consortium consisting of 45 public libraries in the entire county and the Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh. So, some library services, such as access to print book collections, are available to cardholders across the entire Allegheny County Library Association or ACLA. And then others, especially certain online resources, are only available to cardholders of specific libraries. So, some information about how to get a library card. You can visit any CLP location with a current photo ID. For children 12 and under, they'll need to be accompanied by an adult with photo ID. And for teens 13 years of age to 17, they'll need either like a school ID, a report card, some sort of proof of address, or other identification. And then they are able to get a card without a guardian or an adult with photo ID. They have a notification mailed to the guardian that they have gotten a library card. You can also apply for a temporary library card online. And so then once you do that, you'll need to present your ID at any Allegheny County library within 30 days to receive your permanent card. The online application is just your basic information put in there. And then if it can verify, it can verify you if you are an adult. So with your card, you can do a whole lot of things at the library. You can borrow materials, which include any kind of physical items, um, like print books or DVDs, etc. You can obtain downloadables or streaming items such as ebooks or audiobooks on Libby and Hoopla, and I'll be going a bit more into how to do that later on. You can also now borrow various items from our Library of Things collection, such as musical instruments or games. You can also access resources and services like electronic resources, like databases that will help you with any research questions. You can use library computers. You can log into the library catalog and place holds on items to pick up. And you can also get free or discounted tickets to regional attractions through a program we have called Rad Pass with your library card. So some more about library resources. Or wait, I'm going to go back actually because I'm going to show you some things on the website before we move on. Did I hear a question? To go into the website and you're still seeing my screen, right? And now you see the library website. Okay, great. So I'm going to show how to find the catalog and use the catalog on the website. So this is our home page of our website, www.carnegielibrary.org. And the easiest way to find the library catalog is either to just click up here where it says search, and then this option will come down here. And you can see it's defaulted to search the site, but you can click search the catalog, and then you can go ahead and type in whatever you're looking for right in here, and then it will take you right to the catalog. Another way, if you, maybe you want to browse and you're not quite sure what you're looking for right away, you can just scroll down and on the site you can search the catalog. So I'm going to click there so you can see just what the catalog looks like. It actually takes you out to technically a different website because our catalog, as I had said before, we share our items across the whole system. So it is the catalog for the entire Allegheny County Library Association. So you can see the website is acl.bibliocommons.com. And this is the front page. You can see recently reviewed books and DVDs. You can get an idea of recent lists that staff have made at the libraries, or just browse things by tags that people have added. And of course, you can search from here. And you can also log in. So I'm going to show how you log in. You go up here to log in / my account. And then this menu will come down and you'll want to then click on login / register. And when you do that, if you haven't registered yet, it'll ask you for your library barcode, and then it will have you set up a account. So if you haven't done that, that's what you'll definitely put in your barcode because it says username or barcode, but you wouldn't have a username yet. Once you set up your account, then you have a username, so you can either log in with the username or your barcode number, and then you can put in your PIN number. If you need to reset your PIN number, you can always call the library or you can talk to staff at the library and they'll help you do that. I'm going to log in just so you can see what that looks like. So now I am logged in. You can see it says my username up here at the top. And now if I click on that, it gives me the option to log out, but you can also see what you have checked out, what you have on hold, any fees that you've accrued, although we have gone fine free. So hopefully you won't see any fees there. You can click on my library dashboard. And then when you are in my library dashboard, it will show anything. I don't have anything checked out or on hold at the moment, but you can click there and you can see anything and when the due dates are. One thing you can do is click into the holds. So if you click on hold, you'll see anything on hold. You can also set here a default pickup location for your holds. I have it off, but if I was to click here, I could say I always want to pick my items up at, let's see, 531 under E for East Liberty is where I usually go. So I could say I always want to have my preferred pickup location at East Liberty. And when you save that, then when you click hold in the catalog, then it will just default. You can do one-click holds. It will default to always sending your item to the library that you choose there. So if I wanted to pick a hold, I'm actually going to take that off right now. If I can. I might not be able to. It doesn't let you turn it off. Okay. Anyway, I have that on now. And then I'm going to just do some browsing so I can show how um, a library record looks. So let's see, let's say I was interested in let's see, this book, The Outsmarters by Deborah Ellis. You can see that because I'm on the catalog, then it just defaults to placing a hold. If I were to click place hold, it would send it to East Liberty. If you haven't enabled the single click hold, it would then ask you where you want to pick it up, and you can always choose that. I can see that it's a book. I can see all of the details of it. If there were ebook options on Libby, I could take a look at those here as well. And actually, that said, um, I'm going to move on to showing Libby and Hoopla. So I'm going to click out of this and I'm going to go back to the library homepage, carnegielibrary.org. So I think the easiest way, if you know you want an ebook, is to just go straight to the service that you're looking for the ebook. So we have a couple. The most popular ones are called Libby and Hoopla. So the easiest way to find these on our website is to click Books and More, and you'll scroll down here and you'll find it under Stream and Download. You can really pick any of these ebooks as the easiest one. And then you'll see the two options here, either Libby by Overdrive or Hoopla. If I click Libby, it's taken me out to the Libby app. So that is libbyapp.com/library/ALCA. And then you can sign in with your card here. The sign in for Libby is always just with your card number. So I will put that in again. And click next, and then it's going to ask for my PIN. And then I will sign in. And now it shows that I am signed in. And from there, I am able to take a look at any ebooks that I would like. I can click if I just want to see, what's popular here. These are the browsing options. These look like they're the things that are always available. You'll notice there are a lot of magazines, there are a lot of books. Um, I know this book has been really popular, so if I wanted to click here, I can take a look at the women, and it says place hold, so that means there are no copies, digital copies available. If you're able to actually check it out, it would say borrow right there. So you can click there to place a hold. This works basically the same way if you want to use it on your smartphone or other device. If you go to your app store on your device, search for Libby and download the app, it will basically ask you the same thing. It will say what library you're at. Typing in Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh will find you the right library. And then you will put in your card number and your PIN, and then basically it should just stay logged in on that device. In both the browser app and the phone or tablet app, it will allow you to just read or listen to your books right in here. So that is really great. Looking at the time, I don't want to take too much time, so I'm going to move on back to taking a look at Hoopla, just so you can see that. Click back through. So instead of Libby, I would click Hoopla here. And again, it takes us to hoopladigital.com is the website. And if you have never used it before, you'll click Get Started. And it's going to ask you to find your library. So I typed Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh. And then it will ask for your library card number. Oh, my library card has already been registered. I had forgotten that I already did this. So if you have already registered your card, The first time you go through it, it will just ask you your card and some information. It will have you set up a account. If you've already set up that account, you can click log in up in the corner. And then this one has you set up your account by using your email, essentially as your username. Put that in. And you can, I let it remember me on the device. You can take that off if you want. And then this is what the Hoopla web or browser version looks like. You can see that it's got books that may be recommended for me. It's got trending titles. And if you were to click into one of these, just one at random, this is what the record looks like. If you're taking a look, you can read the description. And this one is available. It's an audiobook. I could click borrow and I could immediately start listening to it. If there are no holds actually on Hoopla because it's a little bit different model. You can always check things out, but you get a more limited amount of checkouts. So for example, Hoopla, you get 5 borrows per month, and then the loan period length varies based on the format. It's a bit longer for books and a bit shorter for things like music, CDs, or albums, which are on here. There are a lot of movies, music, whole seasons of television shows, things that you would find on like Netflix. You can get them here for free. And Libby, the way that the limits for borrowing work on Libby are that you can have 10 loans and 10 holds at a time, and it's up to 21 days for each loan. As soon as you return one, then it frees up one of your 10 and you can get another one. So actually kind of like how Netflix used to work, if you remember that. Okay. So that is just a bit about our downloadables and streaming on Libby and Hoopla. If you are working through getting signed up for that, or you just have questions, you should know you can always call the library. You can chat on the library website. You can come in and ask somebody at the library. And we also have a lot of programs or one-on-one appointments. You can sign up to get assistance with that as well. Okay, I'm gonna go back into the slideshow. Hopefully this works from the current slide and talk a bit about some of our other library resources that are not books or part of the collection. You can access a whole host of different databases and online resources, such as like the Ancestry. There's a library edition that you can use. Other kinds of video tutorial resources like LinkedIn Learning or Udemy. You can get things like consumer reports. You can get things like Medline Plus if you're looking for health information that you want to make sure is reliable. You can read newspapers on one resource we have called Press Reader. You can learn how to repair your car if you need that information. We've got another resource called Creative Bug, and that has crafts and all kinds of creative endeavors that you can watch video tutorials on. We also have a couple of resources I'm going to show in more depth. One is Mango Languages, and one is Gail Presents Peterson's Test and Career Prep. We'll go back to our website. If we can get there. All right, so from our website, the place that you will go to look for these kinds of resources is handily enough called Resources. So I'm going to click Resources. And the easiest way to find, the Mango ones, you can click through here under How Can We Help? And there's a category called Language Learning Resources. And there's some information on here about the different language learning resources that we offer, including English as a second language resources, classes and events, which I'll show a little bit more in a few minutes. I'm going to click language learning materials and online programs. And then you can see there are a few different resources that are highlighted here, and one of them is Mango. And then when I click on Mango Languages, it has automatically defaulted to Allegheny Public Libraries, which is the correct one. If it doesn't do that, or it's showing the wrong thing, you can click Not Your Organization, and then you can search for your library to find it. And when you first sign up, if you haven't done this before, you would click Sign Up, and it's gonna ask you to put in email and password so that you can save your progress. You can also use it as a guest. And then if you have signed up, when you come back in, you would just put in that email or username you already made and your password and sign up. And that's how it also works on their app, because they do have a smartphone or tablet app. I think it's easier to come here, sign up, and then go download the app from your app store. And then you have your username and your password all ready to go. And when you put that into the Mango app, then it will save it. And you can always come back and it will remember where you are. I'm going to click on Use Mango as a guest just to show what it looks like. First, it's going to ask you to pick a language. So it has popular languages, but you can also say see all. And here you can see there are over 70 language courses available. You can choose English, and then when you choose English, it will ask you what language you would like to learn English in. So if you said, I would like to learn English in Spanish, Latin American Spanish speakers, you can click that. And then it's going to look just like this. It prompts you to just start learning. You're on like the first chapter of the first lesson, and you can see the units along the side here, and you would just work your way through these. And of course, if you are signed in, it will save your progress and you can come right back to where you were when you're done. That is Mango Languages. It's a good resource, kind of, I think is like a supplement to the kind of tutoring that you're doing with your students. The other resource I wanted to show is Gale Presents Peterson's Test and Career Prep. So I'm going to backtrack through to our main and go into our main resources again. And the easiest way to find this one, and really to find any, you can do this, is to just go all the way down to the Find Resources area here. It's a blue box. And if you know the name of it, you can just click in search. You can put the name right in, probably change it to databases if you're putting in the name of a database. If you're not sure of the exact name, or you're just looking, you can also click on subjects, and this is a drop down. And the easiest way to find the test and career prep is under jobs and careers, actually. So I put jobs and careers and click find subjects. And scrolling down, it is the third in the results out of our job and career resources. So this was formerly known as Testing and Education Reference Center. It is owned by Gale now, so it's called Gale Presents Peterson's Test and Career Prep, but Peterson's should be a familiar publisher name. They do a lot of test prep books. So clicking on that, it first brings you to a login page. So you can put in your barcode here. Your library barcode, and then click sign in. So that gets you signed in as a library user and allows you just to access it for free through the library. If you are looking to make sure that this resource saves your progress through what you're working on, you'll want to click log in or sign up. And If you haven't signed up yet, you would click sign up now, and it's going to ask your first name, last name, your email address to confirm your email address and to make a password. And then you would click register. If you already have an account, you can click log in and put I'd save that from before. And click log in. And so now I am logged in to this resource. So anything I do, it'll save my progress. And I'm going to click browse menu just to show what kinds of resources it has. It puts them into categories, improve a test score, find a school, explore careers, and vocational test prep. So improve a test score is a little bit of a vague category, but that's what I'm going to show actually something from here because there's foundational skills. So these are like basic classes. There's a lot of good math classes or not classes, but resources that you can use to study in there and practice tests. I'm going to show where you can find the high school equivalency, like the GED or the high set. So it's under high school. And then when you look at high school, there are a lot of ones for like actual like things like AP, but high school equivalency exams. And you can either, depending on what test they're actually looking to take, if they're going to go for their high school equivalency, there's high set exam prep course. And then GED has an exam prep course and an exam practice test, or several of them actually. And then GED also has resources for preparation in Spanish. So that is really great as well. So if you click on the GED exam prep course, take you there. And it gives some information, all about the GED test, and then walks you through what's going to be on it and gives you resources to study and practice. And then when you're done with that, you can go and practice test. That is the Peterson's Career and Test Prep. It's a really great resource. We do have a lot of these books, or we should have all of these preparation books for these exams as well at the library, if that is more your speed. So you can find that. There's going to be the widest variety of them if you go to the main library and you go to the Job and Career Education Center. Okay. Going back to our slides. Oops, I went, of course, back to the beginning. So I just do that. Okay. Next, I'm going to talk a bit about the programs, workshops, and events that you can access at the library. The easiest place to find these, if you're looking online, is carnegielibrary.org/events, which I'll show in a moment. For adults, we have a whole variety of different programs and events, including book clubs, digital skills classes, some kinds of social programs like Library Lounge, where they'll offer some sort of activity, and it's a good opportunity to just chat. We have a specific conversation group called Let's Speak English for anybody who's learning English who would like to practice. We also have job and career classes, small business, nonprofit classes, more like special events like author presentations. We have a whole series of classes or study groups basically called We Learn that are led by volunteers. So there is a whole ton of activities, events, programs, classes happening for adults at the library. And then for youth, I just wanted to highlight some of the bread and butter youth programs like story times. And then we have kids and teen events like Kids Club and Teen Time, where kids and teens can come hang out at the library, do activities, maybe do a craft, things like that. And to show that site, carnegielibrary.org/events, go into our site again. So it is a category at the top, events. And once you're in here, it can function like a catalog or like a list of upcoming events. You can change that here. But you can search for different events in a couple ways. Then if you know like the name of the program you're looking for, you can click search here and you can just put it in. Like if you know Let's Speak English, you can put that in. You can also just narrow things down by the event type. So if you know you're looking for a book club, but you don't necessarily want it to be at any one location, you can click here, narrow it down to that. You can narrow things down by location if you know that you just want to go to a certain location. Age group. So we've got adults as one category and it's split up a bit more for children and teens. There's like early learners, um, there's school age kids, there are teens. So you can narrow that down that way. So I'm going to actually show Let's Speak English. So I do know the name, so I could put that in. I can also put it in event type. It should come up under, it does come up under language classes. So I'll click that. There are other things that do come up under language classes. And a lot of our We Learn groups are language learning groups. I'm scrolling down. The first one I see is Let's Speak English. You can see that this one is at CLP Maine. CLP Maine offers Let's Speak English very frequently. It's at least once a week. And we do have it at several other locations, including East Liberty, downtown. Um, I believe it's at Beachview as well, a few other places. So if you click one of these, say we are interested in Let's Speak English at East Liberty. This is what it looks like. It says this is a relaxed social discussion group where participants can freely practice their English speaking skills with friendly neighbors. It is for English language learners looking to practice with other learners. So there, all the information is right here. That's how you would find a program to attend at the library. You could additionally, if you knew you wanted Let's Speak English and say you knew you wanted just to go, I guess I don't have them up yet. Pick one that's available. If you knew you wanted to go to Maine, then you could see just the things at Maine for language learning, or you could put in Let's Speak English and Maine, and you would get just the Let's Speak English at Maine. So that is our events and how you can find different events to attend at the library. All right, going back to our slideshow. The next thing I want to talk about is our different services we offer, including information and research services, which is what is usually traditionally referred to as reference. So any question you have, you can come in and ask it, and librarians will help you to find the answer. We have readers and media advisory. So if you aren't sure what you want to read next, or you're looking for a certain movie that's really going to hit the spot, you can come in and, or you can chat or call, talk to somebody. They'll help you find something to read. We also do community referrals to outside organizations for inquiries that would be better served by other community organizations. So actually, for example, if somebody was looking for more in-depth kind of assistance with ESL, we might actually refer them out to Literacy Pittsburgh for that. We have one-on-one appointments with library staff for a variety of topics like digital skills, job and career, business and nonprofit, or family and local history, which is where you would go for any genealogy questions. We've got computer and internet access, and we also offer meeting rooms for reservation, which may be of interest if you are holding a tutor session and you would like a place to do that. So also on our website, I'm going to show how you would find the meeting reservations. You can always call and talk to somebody at the location that you would like to make the reservation at, but you can also find it on our site by choosing services. And under what would you like to do in services, there are a variety of options. This is also where you would make an appointment with a staff member. You can click there. But we're going to choose reserve a meeting room to show you that. When you click on that, you get to a page that has some information about reserving a meeting room, including our meeting room use policy. You can click through and review. Online bookings do require an email account. So you will probably want to have an email account. They do send you reminders then about when it's coming up. And then the following locations have meeting rooms or spaces available for public use. So you can click through to any of these that you're looking for. For an example, I'll just click East Liberty. And then it gives some information about how many meeting rooms we have. We've got 3 different ones, but the third meeting room 3 can actually be split up into 3A or 3B. So we kind of have like 4 meeting rooms here, depending on the size of your group. And we also have a pod, but that's for like one person to check, to reserve. So if you wanted meeting room 2, you can see its capacity 20. The split room, each of them are 20, but altogether it can be 75. So if you had a larger group, you could get that. When you click on the meeting room, you can see a picture of it here. It shows what kinds of amenities it has. It always has tables and chairs, power outlets in there. You can access the Wi-Fi, and it has the Poly Studio audiovisual system, which is I think it's the brand name. It's basically a TV, and it has a sound bar, and it's got a camera, so you could hold a virtual meeting in there if you needed to. And then it shows when the booking becomes available for it. It tells you where it's located. It's accessible. There's an elevator up to the second floor. It's on the upper level. And then down here, you can actually scroll through the timeline and you can see when it's available. So if you wanted to see if you could get it, say on Saturday, November 30th, you can go through here and you can see the blocks. So a blue one would be that it's available. Once you do click into it, it would say the booking would turn orange, just like lighter orange. And when it's unavailable, it would be the darker orange. So unfortunately, that day it's unavailable. Pick a random weekday. There's probably more availability. Yeah, so here, Thursday, December 19th, this room has quite a bit of availability. And if I were to click, I want it at 11, it would load that in as I'm taking that. And then I would click submit times and it would ask for my information and you can make the meeting room reservation right there. So that is how to make a meeting room reservation on our site. So getting to the end of what I had planned, you can connect with the library in a variety of different ways. Of course, the website, carnegielibrary.org. Our phone number is 412-622-3114. You can also text us at the number there, 412-775-3900. Or email. There's also the chat. So when you're on the website, a chat window pops up, or a prompt to go into the chat window pops up in the lower right, and librarians are online during business hours to answer any chat questions. We also have a variety of different social media accounts on different channels like X, which was formerly Twitter. We're at Carnegie Library PGH, or just at Carnegie Library. And you can follow the library on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh, just all smashed together as one word. And we do have an Instagram, which is also at Carnegie Library. So that is everything I had planned to show. So we have some time for questions, I believe, right? Yeah, it is 11:15.
We do. Thank you so much, Emily. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording now, but we do have 9 minutes for questions. So let me just stop the